Today was the first day of Freeland's Protect Managers course. The intense 12-day training course sponsored by the US State Department's Bureau of International Law Enforcement Affairs is designed to train law enforcement officials to plan and implement intelligence-led counter-poaching operations. After a course orientation and opening ceremony, students from Laos, Thailand and Cambodia participated in confidence building and teamwork activities. These included a parachute jump from a training tower and quick decision exercises designed to facilitate cooperation between the multinational participants throughout the remainder of the course. The day finished off with a welcome barbecue on the beach to build friendships between participants whose collaboration will better prepare them to combat multinational wildlife crime in the future. The second day of the Protect Managers course introduced participants to field operations. Exercises were designed to inform the enforcement managers of the requirements and challenges faced by patrol teams. The participants learned effective use of camouflage and concealment and practiced silent field signals as a way to communicate during patrols. They were also given instruction on patrol formations and how to establish a tactical patrol base for secure overnight stays. The participants were equipped with ration packs and field equipment as regularly used by rangers on patrol. The day concluded with an overnight stay in the forest, giving participants a chance to apply their new skills and better understand field conditions faced by anti-poaching patrol teams. Next on the course, counter-poaching tactics such as ambushes, takedowns and raids were demonstrated and practiced. Field instruction including rules of engagement scenarios and realistic drills taught the Lao, Cambodian and Thai participants how to successfully implement these techniques during operations.
ចឹងបាទខ្ញុំឈ្មោះក្រុងវណ្ណនៈជាអនុសេនីយ៍ឯកនៅមកពីប្រទេសកម្ពុជាអញ្ចឹងការហាត់រៀនរបស់ខ្ញុំនៅមកទីនេះខ្ញុំហាត់រៀនយុទ្ធវិធីចុះទីវាលគឺមានច្រើនរបៀបយកទៅដើម្បីជជក់យកវិជានឹងទៅប្រទេសកម្ពុជាខ្ញុំវិញដើម្បីបង្ហាត់បង្រៀនបន្តទៅទៀតដល់ប្រទេសកម្ពុជារបស់ខ្ញុំនិងកងកម្លាំងរបស់ខ្ញុំហើយខ្ញុំនឹង ข้าพเจ้าซื้อพิษสมัยดาราลมมาจากประเทศลาวข้าพเจ้าเฮ็ดเวียกอยู่กรมคุ้มครองทรัพยากรป่าไม้กระทรวงทรัพยากรธรรมชาติและสิ่งแวดล้อมข้าพเจ้ารู้สึกตื่นเต้นและดีใจที่ได้มาฝึกอบรมครั้งนี้ผ่านการฝึกภาคสนาม2 มื้อข้าพเจ้าจะนำความรู้อยู่ที่ภาคสนามกลับไปใช้อยู่ที่ประเทศลาวสวัสดีครับผมสว่างทิพยนุกูลหัวหน้าเขตรักษาพันธุ์สัตว์ป่าคลองเขือหวายเฉลิมพระเกียรติกรมอุทยานแห่งชาติสัตว์ป่าและพันธุ์พืชตลอดระยะเวลา2 วันเราได้รับการฝึกทั้งทฤษฎีและภาคสนามในการลาดตระเวนกับผมรู้สึกดีใจที่ได้รับการคัดเลือกนะครับเข้ามาอบรมหลักสูตรนี้ซึ่งเห็นว่าทั้งวิทยากรนะครับก็ให้ความสนใจแล้วก็นำเทคนิคใหม่ๆมาให้กับเราและเราก็คิดว่าเราจะนำเทคนิคหรือแทคติกต่างๆเนี่ยนำไปสอนเจ้าหน้าที่ที่เป็นผู้ใต้บังคับบัญชาของเราที่ปฏิบัติงานในภาคสนามเพื่อป้องกันรักษาทรัพยากรของประเทศไทยและก็ของโลกซึ่งเป็นทรัพยากรส่วนรวมต่อไป
The next section of the course introduced participants to the principles of effective leadership for protection and enforcement. Lessons included management of personnel, finances and equipment. Following this, participants were challenged to resolve hypothetical problems that an enforcement manager may face in a leadership position. Next, students were issued electronic tablets which were preloaded with the entire course curriculum, sample reporting forms and numerous other resources to be utilised during the course and later in their work as park protection managers. Instructors then introduced WildScan, Freeland's new wildlife crime reporting and identification application, and participants were able to test the new technology using their tablets in the classroom. Participants were also taught standard investigation methods that may be used in nature crime cases. Although many hold senior law enforcement positions, most had never previously received this kind of training. After the presentation of a case study focused on timber, speakers from Freeland and the United States Forest Service gave insight into rosewood trade and specific investigation techniques which may be utilised to counter rosewood crime. In this section of the course, participants studied how enforcement managers can use an intelligence cycle to collect information, verify it and convert it to intelligence for use during operations. At this point, a theoretical protected area named Green Mountain National Park was introduced. This park would be the focus of subsequent practical exercises, all of which taught skills applicable to work in their own parks. Students were given information about the park, including geography, climate, habitat, biodiversity, local politics and socio-economics, as well as the resources available such as infrastructure, personnel and budget. Threats to Green Mountain National Park included poaching, logging and encroachment. All of this information was then visualised through the use of map overlays. The next module included a protected area protection planning exercise requiring best use of park resources. Participants created further map overlays prioritising enforcement and learned potential ways to request more information via official channels to fill gaps in existing data. All of these topics aim to improve the manager's ability to effectively allocate and utilise available resources in their protected areas. Next, lessons focused on the planning and implementation of patrol operations. Students learned about the different types of patrols, then developed their own patrol plans to counter wildlife crime in Green Mountain National Park. These plans were then presented to their colleagues in the way that rangers would be briefed prior to actual patrols. Following this, the course moved on to instructor training. The participants were assigned topics and prepared lessons to teach to their classmates. Each participant's lesson delivery was evaluated and critiqued by instructors. These practical exercises were designed to improve managers' ability to effectively train personnel in the protected areas throughout the Lower Mekong region. The final activity of the course was a command post exercise simulating operations in a protected area. Participants worked in groups to plan, implement and adapt protection activities against poachers operating in the fictitious Green Mountain National Park, using a combination of new skills and resources developed during the course. Realistic poacher incursions were uploaded to a manoeuvre board of Green Mountain National Park through a specially developed software program. Instructors conveyed intelligence reports to students by radio, who responded by directing their anti-poaching patrol teams to interdict the poachers. The course concluded with a closing ceremony held in Bangkok, where graduates were recognised for successful completion of this rigorous course.
สบายดีข้าพเจ้าชื่อผู้รัศมีสัญญาสอนเฮ็ดเวียกที่กรมคุ้มครองทรัพยากรป่าไม้แผนกคุ้มครองสัตว์น้ำสัตว์ป่า
ខ្ញុំឈ្មោះថៃសុខុនតំណាងសិក្ខាកាមមកពីប្រទេសកម្ពុជាครับสวัสดีครับผมพรัญชัยสิริพุทธนะครับทำหน้าที่หัวหน้าเขตรักษาพันธุ์สัตว์ป่าแม่ตื่นจังหวัดตากนะครับอยู่กรมอุทยานแห่งชาติสัตว์ป่าและพันธุ์พืชประเทศไทย
ที่ได้มาฝึกอบรมในครั้งนี้ก็มีความดีใจตื่นเต้นหลายแล้วก็วิชาที่มากนี่ก็คือวิชาใช้สัญญาณมือเพราะว่าการใช้สัญญาณมือนี่มีประโยชน์หลายเวลาเขาเข้าอยู่ป่ามาเจอให้เวลาเขาจะไปจับศัตรูนี่เงียบ
ចឹងមេរៀនដាក់ប៉ុស្តិ៍បញ្ជានេះខ្ញុំបានសិក្សាគឺវាមានសារៈសំខាន់ណាស់សម្រាប់ភាពជាអ្នកដឹកនាំចឹងភាពជាអ្នកដឹកនាំគឺបើយើងចេះបញ្ហាដាក់ប៉ុស្តិ៍បញ្ជានេះគឺវាល្អមែនតើគឺវាមានផែនការមានរៀបចំជាក្រុមនៅទីលានចុះល្បាតនៅទីលានអនុវត្តជាក់ស្ដែងគឺមេរៀនចុងក្រោយនេះគឺមានសារៈសំខាន់ណាស់សម្រាប់ក៏ដូចជាខ្លួនខ្ញុំនិងក៏ដូចជាខាងសិក្ខាកាមដែលមកពីប្រទេសថៃមកពីប្រទេសឡាវក៏គាត់បានយល់ឃើញថាមេរៀននេះជាមេរៀនថ្មីបំផុតសម្រាប់ពួកយើងខ្ញុំទាំងអស់គ្នា
แต่ที่ประทับใจแล้วก็ที่ได้เห็นภาพความตั้งใจของฟรีแลนซ์ตรงนี้ก็คือไอ้หลักสูตรที่เป็น CPX นะครับหรือ Command Post Exercise ตรงนี้มีประโยชน์มากครับตั้งแต่เด็กแล้วใฝ่ฝันมาแล้วอยากจะมีลักษณะอย่างนี้เกิดขึ้นว่าติดตามการลาดตระเวนของน้องๆในป่าครับติดตามว่าเขาได้เกิดปัญหาอะไรได้รู้ว่าเขาต้องการอะไรนะครับในการซัพพอร์ตซึ่งมีความสำคัญมากสำหรับผู้บังคับบัญชาครับมีความสำคัญมากสำหรับการจัดการพื้นที่คุ้มครองตรงนี้นะครับ
គឺយកទៅដល់ប្រទេសរៀងខ្លួននិងអនុវត្តឲ្យបានប្រសិទ្ធភាពល្អហើយជាយើងនឹងអាចយកទៅបង្ហាញដល់ការងាររបស់យើងគឺបានល្អមែនតើគឺមុខវិជ្ជាទាំងអស់នេះហើយជាចុងក្រោយខ្ញុំសូមអរគុណដល់កម្មវិធី Freeland ដែលបានជួយឧបត្ថម្ភបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលឲ្យមានវគ្គនេះឡើងហើយខ្ញុំនឹងសង្ឃឹមថាវគ្គបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលនេះនឹងរីកបន្តរហូតដល់ប្រទេសរបស់ខ្ញុំបាទសូមអរគុណ